I'm Katy Jane and thank you so much for tuning back into my YouTube channel. I just want to say a huge apology for being so absent on YouTube recently. I've had a crazy summer, doing loads of clients. I've just been away like 3 times. But anyway, I'm back and I thought I would do something a little bit more creative and do the Harlequin Suicide Squad makeup tutorial. I got inspired by Nikki Tutorials. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, please keep watching. So guys, I'm going to go straight in with my foundation base, and today I'm going to be using the Scarlett Tilbury Magic Foundation in shade 4. And I'm just going to be blending that all over my skin with my beauty blender. So I use this foundation in the day on a client and I love it. It's quite a full coverage, but I find that it gives you that really flawless coverage. And now I've finished creating my flawless base. I'm just going to take my Stay Lit Straight by Benefit as my eyeshadow primer. And because we're using quite bold colours, guys, it's really important we do prep those eyes well. So as you can see, I'm just putting quite a lot all over the eyes. And then I'm literally just going to take my finger and I'm going to blend that out. And right up to the brows, which guys I have already done. But there is like an old eyebrow tutorial of mine that's on my YouTube channel, which you guys can go and check out if you want to know how I did my brows. But I did use all Anastasia Beverly Hills, of course, today, creating that shape. Next, guys, just to conceal underneath my eyes, I'm going to take my Pro Conceal HD Definition in shade Porcelain. And I'm just going to use the brush that's attached to it and just do a couple of lines going upwards just to create a little bit of highlight underneath the eyes. And then same as my foundation, and simply just going to blend that in with my beauty blender. And as you can see, it's just giving a really nice highlight underneath the eyes. So now guys, I've done my base, I'm going to be moving on to my eyes, and today I'm going to be using the Electric Palette by Urban Decay. So the colours that I'm mainly going to be using is this pink and this blue on either side of the eyes. And I'm going to go straight in, taking my 217 by MAC, and I'm going to be using the colour Savage, which is the bright pink one. I'm going to tap off the excess as I go along to make sure I get no fallout on my face. So just I'm going to start by going into the crease. And then just going backwards and forwards and blending that out. And I'm going slightly higher than normal because this is going to be a super dramatic look. Now I'm going to take the same pink colour, and with a clean 231 brush by Zoeva, I'm going to take the colour Savage again, and I'm just going to be running that along my lash line at the bottom. And because this is quite a dramatic look, I'm going to be bringing it right down. I'm also not going to be bringing it right into the corners here. I'm just going to leave that a little bit because we're really going to brighten that out with a nice white. And you can really blend that pink right out into a nice point like so. Now I'm going to be taking the 231 I've just used, and going to be taking my Corrupt by Geek, which is a matte black. I'm just going to try and blend right into those corners, giving a little bit of depth. So as you can see, I'm just putting the end of the brush right into the corner and blending it out, and I'm also going to be bringing it right underneath the lash line at the bottom as well. And as you can see, that gives your eye a little bit of depth. And then I'm going to take my 217 and just make sure that's all blended into the pink. And now I've really blended that black into the pink and just blended it into my outer corners and out. I'm going to move on to this side because I look crazy with just one eye done. So the key thing is to take clean brushes. So I'm going to put these pink ones to a side to save them for a little bit later. So I'm going to take a clean 221 crease Luxe Soft Crease Brush by Zoeva, and I'm just going to go in with Chaos, which is this one on this electric palette by Urban Decay. And I'm going to do the same way I did with the pink, and you're going to slowly start building from the outer corner inwards. And we're going to repeat this motion a couple of times until you build up the right density that you're happy with. So I'm kind of going for like a real electric blue. You could obviously keep it as more of like a palish blue, but to keep it real electric, I'm just going to keep building that colour up. And with the same brush, I'm just going to take the eyeshadow underneath. And I'm simply like, the pink one, I'm just going to kind of almost take it halfway across. And then blending the upper eyeshadow to the lower eyeshadow, getting a nice wing on the outside. So guys, the same as the pink side, I'm just going to take my corrupt matte black eyeshadow by Geek, and I'm just going to be applying this in the inner corners and blending it kind of in the crease and towards the middle, just giving it a little bit more depth. You can see that's really blending in well with the blue. I might have to go back and darken this side up a little bit. Next, to add a little bit of glitter on my lids, I'm taking the Urban Decay Junk Show Heavy Metal Glitter, and I'm going to literally be applying that from the inner corner out on both eyes. So I'm just going to start with the pink side, as you can see. Just add a little bit of glitter, and I'm just going to slowly do a fade with that into the centre of my eye. And I'm going to do the exact same on the blue side. So now I've added the glitter on my lids, I'm going to be taking this NYX Ultra Pearl Mania, which is almost like a pressed pigment. And then with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Duo brush, I'm just going to pat that in the corner. Like so. And I'm just going to bring that down slightly to where it meets the pink, just probably like a third across where I didn't bring out the pink earlier, so you can blend it slightly upwards and a little bit more downwards. You can do a little bit more, you can be a little bit more extra than you normally are, because this is a very extra look. And I'm just patting it with my finger just to make sure it stays in the corner. And I'm just going to do the exact same on this side. I've just applied the Scarlett lashes by Huda Beauty, which are quite thick, dense and really dramatic lashes. I didn't think wispy lashes was that appropriate because I felt they'd get lost in the shadow. But we have finished with the eyes, so I'm moving now onto the skin. So I'm taking my matte bronzer by MAC. I'm just going to be taking a 163 brush by MAC, and just tiny bit, I'm just going to contour my cheeks by just blending the bronzer from the middle of my ear down onto my cheeks. And I'm going to do the exact same on the other side, just slightly bringing it in. And I'm going to do a little bit on the side of my nose, just to really contour. And also on my forehead. I'm then going to apply a tiny little bit of a Dandelion blush by Benefit Cosmetics. I'm simply going to be taking the same brush and just applying that on the balls of my cheeks. I forget how nice this smells. It's got a really nice floral smell to it. As you can see, it's just a really tiny touch of pink, nothing too dramatic. So for highlight, I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Gleam, and I'm just going to be using the shade Crushed Pearl, which is down here on the bottom. And with my A23 highlight brush, I'm simply going to swirl quite a lot, and I'm going to apply it on my cheekbones. I do want this look to be ultra glowy, so I'd like to apply quite a lot. I'm going to apply some on the end of my nose, just on the ridge, at the top of my cheeks, top of my lips, and also on the other side, like so. Last but not least, I'm going to be taking my Gerard Cosmetic Immortal Hydro Liquid Lipstick. I've just opened this highlight kit thinking there's a mirror on it, and there's not. So I'm going to open this, and I'm simply going to apply it like so. And finally, for the finishing touches, I'm taking my Tom Ford liquid liner and I'm just adding some little heart. So finally guys, I've put the wig on and I made this myself. I bought this for like £17 from a like an Afro-Caribbean hair shop. And I literally got hairspray and I sprayed both the ends, and then I've wrapped the hair around into little ponytails with little clips. So guys, that's the end of my tutorial, and I really hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and do comment below, and do let me know if you'd like to see anything else for next week or whatever. Don't forget, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, also on Twitter, and I hopefully to see you guys next week. Mwah!